Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Now a give, right side, Newberry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a pick. Up of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
16 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Yellow. 57. Mike, 57.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 27.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate if you're going to throw them.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off-play action. Davidson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 75 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Davidson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 44. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the play fake, Davidson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Davidson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Sets up a third down and 18.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on third and long, Davidson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Again, the ball
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off play action. Davidson. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
7. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line. The
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb, his second sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. In your face.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and this one caught by Travis Kelce. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
54-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Davidson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Off play action, Davidson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the first down, Chiefs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Off the play fake, Davidson. Space to maneuver at the 40. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
50-yard line.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, pick your game. 70 Lions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Right back to him on first down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Davidson got a man and he hits him in stride. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to A.J. Brown. A gain of 2.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
At the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action. Davidson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Davidson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw on 3rd down, Davidson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end fan. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Davidson. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Up 2nd and
Up
1.
at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
50 seconds. 50 seconds.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
For the extra point.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked off at the 18.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Davidson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw on 3rd down. Davidson. He'll let this go deep for... Got his man. Complete. 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton. 83 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Kansas City.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
You've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davidson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. On 1st down, Newberry, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Newberry. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 27. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Newberry. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was taken down.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And the drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Newberry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
2 yards.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Davidson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the play fake, Davidson. He'll let this go deep for 6. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
The 48-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
43.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Davidson throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No yards.
Okay.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. 19 Tiger. 79 Bronco.
Operating from the gun, Davidson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And to give this time to the tailback. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Carry for the running back.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, Davidson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos have broken the tie. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score, Broncos 35, Chiefs 28. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Second and 10. He's back to throw. Completes it to Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.